Hi, and welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding mini podcast. I'm Abby, the Badass Breastfeeder, and today I'm going to be talking to you about breastfeeding in a carrier. And this is a tool that I feel all breastfeeders need to have in their toolbox. This is going to help you be hands-free and keep you moving when you need to, and it's just so convenient, especially if you have other children that you need to keep up with. But for new parents too, it is just such a fantastic thing to have, to be able to know how to do. And so I am going to provide some actual links to tutorials in the description of this episode, so you can watch those. Watching the tutorials and practicing is what is going to get you successful with this. You have got to practice, and don't give up. Don't do it one time and say, oh my God, there's no way I'm ever going to figure this out. Because it's weird the first time, and it'll get easier and easier each time you practice, I promise. My favorite carrier to nurse in when I had my first son was the ring sling. And then by the time I had my second son, that felt like it was just too much fumbling around. And so my favorite carrier was to breastfeed in was the buckle carrier, like the Ergo or the Lila Baby or the Tula or the, pardon me. So the key to breastfeeding in a carrier is loosening, lowering, and latching. You need to remember that. Loosen, lower, latch. When you have a ring sling or any kind of carrier, you have a way of tightening it to get your baby nice and secure in there. And so what you're going to want to do when you're trying to latch them on is loosen it. With the ring sling, you're going to want to reach up to those rings and pull that fabric out and lower, lower, lower your baby to nipple level. If you have a buckle carrier, you're going to want to remember all of your straps. You have a waist strap and you have shoulder straps. You have to remember to loosen all of those and lower baby down to nipple level. Loosen, lower, latch. And another trick to make it a little easier is to shift your baby over to the side of the breast that you're going to nurse from. When we're baby wearing, we like to keep our baby nice and centered in front of us. But when we're going to latch them on, it'll make it a little easier if you shift them over to the left or to the right. That'll help them find your nipple. Loosen, lower, latch. Loosen those straps, lower that baby down to nipple level, and help them latch. I'm not particularly large-breasted, but large-breasted women will say that their breasts are just too large to do this. And one of the things that even I did to help my baby latch was to take my breast in my hand and help them find the nipple in their mouth and hold it there, which might sound like it's not hands-free, but after a while I felt like I was comfortable enough where I could let go. My baby and I were practiced enough where I could let go and I could just be completely hands-free. It's very freeing. Loosen, lower, latch. This is key. A lot of people will try to lower the baby down and try to push, but they haven't loosened all of those straps, and then they're kind of fumbling around and they can't figure it out. But practice is key. You have to practice. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's just like anything else. It's a skill, and it will come quickly, I promise you. And I'm going to put those links to the tutorials in there. I have tutorials. You can go anywhere on YouTube and you can find tutorials for breastfeeding any kind of carrier that you have. Loosen, lower, latch is what I want you to remember. And thank you for listening. And please head over to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com for sponsors, promo codes, and all of our other episodes. Thank you.